Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe and hit the bell. Like this video if you find it useful for you. So this is part 2 of the video that I posted last week. You can check it out. It's a 5-minute guided meditation in the Vipassana tradition, Anapana meditation. And today I want to talk about what some of the hindrances or challenges are in our meditation. In all, there are 5. The first 2 are agitation and lethargy. So these are very common. What it means is that sometimes the mind is so active, it's like we're going crazy in our mind and we just can't shut it off, and it's very hard to come back to the feeling of the breath again. When this happens, there's a few things that we can do. Sometimes just being aware of the fact and present to the fact that the mind is agitated without getting involved, so remaining in equanimity, is enough to let the mind start to calm down all on its own. So you wouldn't have to do anything, you just have to be aware that the mind is agitated and not get involved. If it's really going nuts, you could do a little bit of yoga before you start your meditation to help calm the mind. Also some breathing. Alternate nostril breathing is great. If you want, I can create a video on alternate nostril breathing. If you would like that, please let me know in the comments below. Even just a few, maybe 3 or 4 long deep breaths could be enough to help calm the mind as well. So lethargy. When we feel kind of drowsy in a meditation, the temptation is to say, well, couldn't I just do my meditation lying down? What if I did it in my bed? Well, you know what's going to happen. You're going to fall asleep, almost guaranteed. In fact, it would be the opposite thing that we want to do. Stand up. So maybe meditate for a little bit standing up if you feel like you're falling asleep. You could take a few more pronounced breaths to try and wake yourself up. Sometimes it's interesting to look at why you're tired. Where is that drowsiness coming from? So something that you can do is think about a situation or a person that instantly lights you up, that maybe a place in the world that you feel energized when you go there. And if instantly your mood changes and your energy level goes up, then probably the drowsiness is just a form of resistance towards the meditation. If you do that practice of imagining something that usually gives you a lot of energy and you still find yourself tired, maybe take a nap instead of meditating for today. So the next 2 hindrances are ones that I've talked a lot about before. I will link my Turn Your Negative Reactions into Positive One video where I explain the philosophy behind this type of meditation, and I explain that the real suffering comes from 2 things. It comes from craving and aversion. So we either crave the things that we don't have that we do want, or we have an aversion to the things that we do have that we don't want. And this can happen easily in our meditation as well. We can actually be reinforcing those patterns if we're not careful. So for example, I have this really great meditation yesterday, and I feel so good. I'm like, all right, I am a great meditator. I was able to observe my breath the whole time. I felt light in my body, no pain at all. Amazing. So the next day I sit down for my meditation and I have pain in my knee and my mind is agitated and I'm longing and craving and going, oh, I just want to get back to that place in my meditation. Or I'm failing at my meditation if I don't do that. And that's creating that craving. The other thing, maybe I sit down and my mind is so drowsy or so agitated and I've got pain everywhere, and maybe I sit for 5 minutes and I lose the breath and I realize only after 4 minutes and 30 seconds that my mind has wandered the whole time, and I think, oh, my meditation is so bad, I suck at this, I should just give up. So in both of those cases, there's a resistance. It's like a resistance to the bad meditation and a craving towards the good meditation. Well, I'll tell you a little secret. There's no such thing as either a good or a bad meditation. If you sat there, whether your mind was agitated, drowsy, or perfectly fine, whether you observed your breath the whole time or only once in 5 minutes, it doesn't matter. What this meditation is developing is equanimity and awareness. So every time that you become aware that the mind has wandered and you make it no big deal, you just don't react, then hey, you're succeeding. If you understand the technique properly and you do it consistently, you are bound to be successful. Don't worry day to day if it feels like you have a hard day or an easy day, or comparing to yesterday or to what you think it should be. Let all of that go and just observe reality as it is from moment to moment with equanimity, and that mindfulness muscle will start to develop. And sometimes you can only tell in 3 months after much practice that the meditation is working, and it's not from day to day. It's actually just an overall change in your perception. Maybe you're reacting differently in conflicts, or the things that used to set you off and get you angry don't anymore, or less at least. So give it time. The 5th hindrance to meditation is doubt. So if you're thinking, well, you know, I like Melanie and all, I'll give this meditation a try, but I'm not really sure. And you know, there's these other meditations that maybe they're easier, or they're more right for me, or maybe I need to do a meditation with a mantra or a yantra, observing an image. It's easier. Well, for me, it's easier to count my breath. I don't know about this technique. If you're doubting and you're wanting to try all kinds of different techniques, the meditation, think of it like a seed. It will never have a chance to really take root. It won't have a chance to grow into anything. It's a little bit like if you were digging for a well in a desert, and you start digging in one place, and then someone says, oh no, over there, that's a better place to go dig for water. And so you start digging over there, and then someone says, actually no, just a little to the north, that's where the purest water is. And then you start digging a little there, and a little here, and a little there. You never actually get down to the water. You just end up having a bunch of shallow holes. So it's the same thing with our meditation. If we have doubt and we start trying this meditation, that meditation, and doubting whether the technique really works, we never have a chance for it to really take root. So like a little seed that you're planting, you want to just leave it there and say, okay, I'm gonna give this a fair trial, maybe for 21 days or a month, every day in a row, or as much as you can. Then discern, is this a meditation that I want to continue or not? Do I feel like it's adding value in my life? So again, those 5 hindrances are agitation, lethargy, craving, aversion, and doubt, and all of them can be overcome. So please leave a comment below if you are trying this meditation, and if there's any challenges that are coming up. I would love to hear about it, and maybe make another video to help specifically on some of the challenges that come up. So I really hope that this was helpful for you. If it was, again, remember to leave a comment below, follow me on Instagram, give this video a thumbs up, hit the bell to get notified every time that I upload a new video, and I will be expanding a little more on this subject, and would love your comments to help me out in the next video. Until then, namaste. Have a wonderful week.